although people do want to know what exactly does this mean.
Well, I've got mixed feelings about it. I want to control the viewer's mind, but I don't want to give them an endpoint at my narrative.
Symbols, as you say, obviously are not universal, they're not ahistorical, they change over time.
Wendy Elia, F. Scott Hess and Mancio, thank you so much for being here today. It's a pleasure to have you here. Today's session is called Stories, Symbolism and Seeing.
I like the idea of things having wider meaning, and so you might be looking at a figure, but then maybe around the figure there are subtexts, there are things telling different stories.
The metaphor I'll use is one of DNA, where there's this long structure that has a lot of very small components in it, little switches, if you will, along that strand of DNA that add up to something that's very unique and very complex.
It's a bit like the postmodernist architecture, isn't it? And people like Charles Jenks talking about double coding, that there's a layer that it was supposedly non-elitist, a layer that everybody could get, and then the kind of layer for those, the in-joke for the architects.
How much ambiguity and how much polysemy and mixed meaning and sometimes contradictory meaning you can have in a piece of work.
There is a dilemma, though, isn't there? Because I've been educated in the Western canon, and so therefore a lot of my symbols signifiers are very Western, and that's problematic, and it's a dilemma.
Get them at a point that's pre-verbal, where they're not thinking these things out yet. Then you can start, once you've, like I say, you hook them, then you can start to add these other layers that might be a little more culturally specific. But in a way, you've already delivered the punch of your painting through these very simple elements that are strung together in a complex way.
How you could translate that into a contemporary story, and what symbols would you use to replace those symbols which really, don't mean so much to us anymore?